Prayers.
Are you ready?
It's not about counting. It's about.
Yeah, you know this. You think you can tell us what to do, huh? You think that you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better?
You're damn right, Jay. It's about
and bow to the mask.
have 379,000 points to face John Knox.
Break it down.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Smackdown Showdown. I'm your host, Venomous Vincent, over there. Maddog Kelly. Tonight we're gonna be smoking and doking. We're gonna be slaughtering and laudering. Sorry about that. Your mic's off.
I was me. No, I know. When did you go country? What the hell?
Oh, Maddog, there's a lot of things you just don't know about me. And country is one of those. Big country fan.
No, I know that. I know that for a while now. You've been a big country fan.
How was your week going, my friend? Did you get to watch the Royal Rumble and what is it? Riyadh. I still can't believe.
Yes, sir.
I still cannot believe, and it just hasn't hit me yet. Like yesterday, I was online, and I still can't believe that WrestleMania 43 is going to be in Riyadh. Like I'm thinking to myself,
I'm glad you brought that up because I got something
going
later
on
for you. You're just going to love, by the way, during my segment.
Oh God, I can't stand
I got
it,
some
bro.
Saudi Arabia news. That has the links to WWE. Very exciting stuff.
Okay, all right. Well, let's
But
start.
I did got to watch the Rumble, and I was texting you during it. I just told you it was predictable, and it felt so silly to me. There were no big surprises. There was nothing really going on. I really didn't like it one bit, man. I didn't like it one bit.
I think the only thing, and this might sound stupid to a lot of people, but I'm going to tell you, I think the only thing that I enjoyed about the Royal Rumble was the set. It made me feel like a kid again. Like
the set was awesome, man.
Yeah, they put.
I can't believe, I was wrong, man. They actually tore down that stadium after they built it. So they built the stadium and then they destroyed the stadium. I found
that makes no sense why they would do that. Well, I mean,
but that's what they did. It was like we built it and then they got rid of it like 2 days later. I saw online. I was like, holy shit, they got rid of this.
It just shows you how much money the Arabians have and they just don't care about it.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, later on, we got, WWE going back there, not just once, but twice this year. So 3 shows.
Oh, Maddog, listen. Let's do a swerve. Let's do a swerve today. Let's do the news first. Hit the news button. Hit the news button.
Give me a minute. Let me find my intro.
Hit the news button. Let's do the news first. Fuck it.
All right.
Let's do something totally different tonight.
Sure. Let me see if I can find where's my intro.
Oh, here it is. Here's the news button right here.
Oh, that's not it. I'm gonna do this.
Trash.
That's not it either. Sorry about that.
Trash.
Hey guys, what's up?
All right.
I think you want me to do this because I texted you earlier, like an hour ago, saying I have a big story for you that you want to hear.
I cannot wait. It's like Christmas morning on here.
Yeah. So here's the deal. As you know, I'm actually wearing one of his shirts tonight. John Cena just retired. And the big rumor is, would he be inducted into this year's Hall of Fame in WWE?
I already know where you're going with this. I already know where you're going with this.
Answer, drum roll, please, is no.
Nope.
They're actually gonna wait. For John Cena to headline the
Saudi Arabia.
the
Riyadh.
Hall of Fame at a later date.
But guess who is headlining this year? No other than the billionaire princess Stephanie
I was
McMahon.
Just going to mention that actually.
Makes
already
no
announced
sense.
that Stephanie McMahon's already announced as the headliner this year.
What a joke!
As well as Batista, but I don't know if he can even do it. I'm not sure, but I've heard rumors that Batista is doing it this year, but because he can. But then I've heard a rumor he's filming another movie, so I don't know if he is or not going to be in officially.
It would make sense because that's where he's from.
Yeah, no, I know that's why I think they're gonna have it.
I just don't understand.
I honestly thought that they were going to actually have Batista headline, not Stephanie McMahon, but because Triple H is running the show, literally, we have, of course, Stephanie McMahon headline. I just don't
understand or get the fact that why are we waiting for another year to induct John Cena, and why are we not putting Bray Wyatt in there before Stephanie?
Is there no respect? Thing. That's all apparently a family rotunda thing. I don't know. I know there's a lot of backstage politics involved in that. They don't think it's the right time. I mean, look what's going on with Bray's former widow or whatever. She's dating Ricochet now or whatever. So yeah. What's her name? The one who was married to Bray Wyatt.
No, Ricochet's dating the ring announcer.
Oh no, Swerve Strickland. It was Swerve. I'm sorry, it was Swerve Strickland.
Wait, hold on a minute. Wait. So you're telling me that Bray Wyatt's ex-wife is dating Ricochet or dating Swerve?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I could be wrong on that. She's dating somebody from AEW. Everyone was all heated about that she was backstage at an AEW show, and it might not be Swerve, but I thought it was. It was either Swerve or Ricochet, but I think you're right. I think Ricochet, Samantha Irving. I think you're right.
I just don't understand WWE's concept and you know what, and correct me if I'm wrong, please. I would love to hear the fans of UPR to let me know if I'm wrong or not. But why are we letting her be inducted into the Hall of Fame? She's done nothing.
I have the answer.
For this business.
Triple H.
She's done nothing for this business. I know Triple H, but it's
why
silly.
I have a question for you. Why is Triple H on the cover of every other edition of WWE 2K26? Every other edition except for the standard. CM Punk will be on the standard, by the way.
Well, and listen, you're right, you're right, and it's stupid. But I got another thing for you. Why? No. Another thing I realized today. Another stupid thing. Why is China on the cover and not Vince McMahon? Because wasn't Vince heavily into the Monday Night Wars with Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Well, that's a controversial thing, that they're trying to keep McMahon out of it due to all the allegations and this, that, and the other. But then I texted you a couple weeks ago, and I even said on the show, the TKO is trying to bring him back in some regards now. So they want Vince McMahon back. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But like I said, they want Vince McMahon back in some capacity.
I don't understand. Okay, what else you got?
Right. So AJ Styles talking to town. He did not, at the Royal Rumble, by the way. I thought I gotta scroll up a little bit here, but I actually have the picture here of AJ and Gunther match. AJ did not hold up the take off his gloves or his boots. I don't know if you caught the match or not, but, if you did, he did not. So that means he's going to wrestle elsewhere. The question is, will it be in WWE Or will it be an AEW? That's to remain to be seen. But heavy sources have said he's aligning himself with AEW, And I think Tony Khan can write a big fat check for him to
So
join.
you don't think TNA?
TNA's not doing well right now. The ratings are not doing good. The NFL Honors literally destroyed them last night. I was watching NFL Honors. Spoiler alert. Matthew Stafford. I congrats to him. MVP of the year. But no, yes. TNA's not doing great. They can use star power like AJ Styles, but no, I think AJ wants to be on a bigger stage than that. And the only other big stage right now is AEW.
I got you. Okay.
But nobody knows what his next move will be. It's going to be interesting. If he shows up at Revolution, man, and in a month from now, I'll be like, holy shit.
No, he has 90-day clause, right?
I don't know, because was it on his own and he didn't re-sign with them? I don't think so. I think
that's right. That's right. If they let the contract end, there's no 90. I got you.
And he's not re-signing. They're trying. He was there all week, apparently, from what they said. He was there on meetings on Monday and Tuesday. Then he goes on the Billionaire Princess's podcast yesterday to talk about what he's going to do. And obviously, he dropped really no clues with Stephanie. It was a more, just glorifying kind of AJ, whole career in WWE and stuff. So, yeah. I don't know where that's going to go.
I got you.
The next thing I got here is before, they said tonight, Rhea Reigns, Roman Reigns, CM Punk will battle for the World Heavyweight title. CM Punk is most likely going to defend his title in Chicago, by the way. It's hometown of Chicago, against Finn Balor, supposedly. So, will that be Finn Balor, or Demon Finn Balor? Who knows? I don't know. They always change Finn Balor's character around every 2 years, but the rumor is Finn Balor. Then the next thing I have, thanks to PW Insider News, they say WWE is planning 2 more Saudi Arabia PLEs later this year.
Well, Crown Jewel.
They had the success of the Rumble there. And then, yes, Crown Jewel, and there's going to be something else in Riyadh. So
they must be pumping a lot of money into their pockets.
Yes, and it's crazy because the prices are cheaper here than they are there. $20 to get into last Saturday's Royal Rumble, by the way. Here, Madison Square Garden, I was looking at tickets. It's $133 for the top section at MSG. That's
what?
like the back of the arena. And that's without the ticket fees. I believe it's a Raw. I believe it's a Monday Night Raw here.
I tell you, they come to New York way more than they come to any other state.
They do, and it's pricey as all hell. That's why I'm not going, honestly. It was just too much. If you move down, it goes to 200, but then it skips to over 300, 400. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy, the price. My mom was baffled when I told her in the car early this morning, because we went to go see my grandpa today. And I said to my mom, this is the price right now of Monday Night Raw next month. And she's like, no freaking way. Oh, yeah, it's a lot. But over there, $20 can get your, could have gotten a Rumble ticket.
And they can't even sell it out.
Correct. The stadium looks pretty empty from what I saw.
And I love how they're sold out crowd. And it's like, bro, why are you lying to us?
Arena's empty. Yeah.
Why are you lying to us? I love the trick that they had, which was stupid, with the LED lights. I was like, what is it? What is this trick? Because we obviously can see through the bullshit.
No, yeah. So it's a camera pan, right? And when they camera pan it, It's, they show the audience, and then people who were there obviously took pictures of the audience that wasn't there. So that's kind of what the deal was.
I love how they say it's sold out, and it could be sold out with ticket prices, but you can't. I mean, you really can't say it's sold out, and then you see a bunch of people and it's not sold out. Like that's misleading the audience on and TV land.
It is, but that's what WWE is good at. They're good at always saying this is sold out. They say that with every show. Now look, when I went to SummerSlam, yeah, there was only a couple seats here and there, but the place was packed. They ran out of food both days, so I can tell you for a fact SummerSlam was mostly a sold out show. Couple seats here and there, but overall, MetLife Stadium was packed both days. Royal Rumble this year, no. It was not packed at all. They can try that on us, but no. Okay. Have the last piece of news here. Okada actually is carrying around, I don't know if you noticed it, he's carrying around his belt in a bag. And newsflash, or spoiler alert, the belt's not in the bag. He lost it through customs, and the TSA launched an investigation to try and get the belt back for him.
I love this. I love how what the best part about that is he lost the belt through TSA. So correct. My question is, did he get up and walk off the belt?
I don't know. I have no idea. But all I know is they're investigating it, and AEW's trying to play it off like nothing happened. And in reality, he doesn't even have the championship. They either have to make him a new one, or TSA is going to eventually track it down and find the belt. But I don't know where it's going to go. It just says, it's being investigated by the TSA. So, yeah. And that's all I got for this week. I didn't find that much.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Maddog, for bringing us to news.
That was fun to do first, honestly.
I mean, I think we have already talked a little bit about Rumble, but I forget.
What did you think? Because I thought AJ Lee was going to show up. She didn't show up. I'm kind of pissed. And then I go back on our stream a couple weeks ago, and I said, oh, shit. I said Liv Morgan was going to win, but I didn't say Liv Morgan was going to win last Friday. So I feel like an idiot. I'm not going to lie. After she won, I'm going to put her picture up here. She won, and I feel like an idiot because that was always the plan, apparently. Anyway, what do you think?
I thought Rumble was trash.
It was
trash.
It was
trash.
It was predictable at best.
Yeah, I don't understand what makes me mad about AJ Lee is he comes back on SmackDown. She does some stupid four-way match with her husband, and then she disappears. Yeah. And it's like, why even bother coming back if you're not going to wrestle? Like, why waste our times as fans?
And now the plan is not just for her to be in the Elimination Chamber match, but now it's rumored she might even win the Women's Chamber match and face Becky Lynch.
What a waste. What a waste of time.
This is WWE Triple H booking, bro. I told you, it is bad. Hi, Charmaine. I see you in the comments there. Gosh, shout out Charmaine.
I thought it was cool that Brie Bella came back, but I don't
Bella
like the
twins
idea
are back together. Yeah. Actually, they were on Raw.
I don't really titles. I don't agree with that. I think it's stupid. I think their time has come and gone, and I think WWE doesn't know what to do with their talent. So what do? They do what they know best and bring back old talent because they don't know what to do with new talent.
Well, there's a rumor if Brie's back, Bryan Danielson's gonna come back, but I don't think Bryan Danielson's done with this contract yet. So that's where a lot of the issues lie. By the way, in my opinion, I think with Bryan Danielson, I think maybe he can come back. But what are they going to do? Just a Hall of Fame run? I mean, he's pretty hurt, man. I'm not going to lie. He's pretty banged up and can't really go like he used to. So I don't know what they would do with him if he does come back.
Yeah.
Or did come back.
I don't understand why Braun Breaker, they screwed Braun Breaker. I really don't understand what this is.
Supposedly, I read today that was Seth Rollins. That's going to be the plan. They think Seth might be okay for Mania. Seth said it wasn't him. If you watch the backstage segment on the oh god, what the hell was it? It was the backstage segment on YouTube of them getting in the golf carts. There's a video segment where Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker are talking, and Paul Heyman's like, "It's Seth Rollins. That was Seth Rollins. That has to be Seth Rollins." A lot of people say it could be Grayson Waller.
Yeah, I saw that.
Would make
why?
No sense. So
I think
I think it's Seth Rollins, and they do want him back for Mania. They do.
I think it is, and I me and my buddy looked at this a couple times on Monday. We looked at the hands. I think it's Adam Pearce.
Please don't say it's Triple H. I've heard that all week because of
I think it's Adam Pearce.
It could be. It could be.
I keep hearing they're trying to set a matchup with Adam Pearce and Braun Breaker.
I thought he couldn't go in the ring. That's what EC and who was talking about. I think Big Daddy Cool were talking about on it was their Rumble after show. They said Pearce can't take bumps. Nick
he probably can.
Yes, but that's what EC was saying. He's saying Pearce really is not a guy who can jump in the ring. Is it Jake Paul? Charmaine wants to know. Jake Paul? I don't think so, Charmaine. Honestly, I don't think they would get Jake Paul involved. Logan swears it wasn't Jake. So, but it could be Adam Pearce. I personally think it's Seth. And what a PW insider noted, they want Seth to return at Mania. It's just, will he be healthy enough? Speaking of Seth, he was at last night's NFL Honors, by the way.
I know. Did you see him talking to MJF?
No, I did see that confrontation. Yes, that was pretty funny. Yeah.
It seemed like they talked a lot. There's like 3 videos of them talking.
Yes, yeah. Apparently there was never really bad blood when he left. Which there was supposedly a lot, but now all of a sudden everybody's all cool. I guess. I don't know.
It was not a shocker that AJ Styles lost. It was not a shocker that
right. I said that now he might go to AEW, which would be a big thing. And everyone's asking me, and the guys at we go check out the Royal Rumble review show the EC and Big Daddy Cool did. They said, and I told them, I said, AJ, if he goes, I said he's got many feuds over there, and EC and Big Daddy Cool did not see it that way. They did not, see the future for AJ Styles over in AEW. And I'm like, he's got this one and he's got that one. I was just naming in the chat for like 10 minutes longer, just all the different feuds AJ Styles can have over in AEW. So
right. I was not surprised that Drew won. I knew that was gonna happen.
Right.
And I don't understand the whole win.
I don't understand the whole Sami Zayn booking. We'll get into it later. I don't understand what the hell they're doing and where it's gonna go. It looks like it might be him and Trick Williams, but maybe I guess.
Tell me what the booking of why Roman Reigns has gone so long and now he won the Rumble. Like, What is the point of that?
Because he's Rhea Reigns.
I understand that, but
that's why. No, it's simple as that. They wanted to put Roman over in Riyadh. Now, was that because of the Saudi, government saying Triple H, make sure you let Roman win? Because they're also heavily involved too, by the way, in decisions over there as well. Especially when it comes to the shows, they get the scripts and they approve the outfits and everything. By the way, especially for the women's matches. So no, yeah, could that be the case? Or was it always the plan that, Rhea Reigns was going to fight CM Punk? Personally, from what the outlets have said or the dirt sheets have said, Rhea Reigns was always supposed to win and fight Punk at Mania. It was a lock-in for a while now.
So what? He's going to beat CM Punk and he's going to be the champion again?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, if they give him this title, then that means he's going to be a Raw superstar instead of SmackDown. So that's going to be very interesting.
I just
personally, I don't think so. I don't see that happening.
Wow.
I don't. SmackDown side of where Mania is looking like, it's looking like a Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, and Drew for night one.
I just wish they would let other people win the belt instead of the same people.
Well, that's the thing that AEW did with Tommaso Ciampa. I might have said his name wrong. I don't care if I did. My bad. But they let him get over there and they put the belt on him right away. And now, I can't wait to see what they do with them.
Well, let's see if he does. All right, let's get into SmackDown. We're 26 minutes in and have not said one thing about SmackDown. The show starts a little crazy today. Drew McIntyre comes out with the belt and immediately gets attacked by Cody Rhodes. Did we not see this coming? I think we did.
I told you it's going to be Cody, Jacob, and Drew night one.
Yeah.
They actually don't know yet. Fun fact. They don't know if they're going to add Jacob or if it's going to be a Cody and Drew, just a solo rematch. But it looks like since Jacob's involved in the storyline, it looks like it's going to be some sort of triple threat.
Okay. What did you think about this angle tonight?
I'm tired of the same booking. I really am. It's the same show, different week, different kind of day. And it's just the WWE logic. NXT is so good right now. I haven't seen any of NXT or been to the shows, but NXT is cooking right now. Raw had a pretty good promo at the end, but Raw wasn't great. SmackDown tonight was okay. I enjoyed a couple of the matches. My boy, I think it was Tonga Loa, Tonga.
Oh, you know about
fantastic
Insane
against
Clown
Shinsuke Nakamura. So
Insane Clown Posses took on Shinsuke Nakamura. You're right.
Yeah, that was a great match, by the way. We'll get to that later. But no, I mean, I'm just kind of tired of this whole Cody Rhodes, and Drew and Jacob. They're just dragging this out, and it looks like they're gonna drag it out till Mania. Okay, sure. Is Drew not going to defend his belt in Chicago then? We're only going to have CM Punk do it because he's from there? I mean, let's
talk about our first match of tonight. The women's tag team champions, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky defended their championships against the girls that you like.
Rhea Sky, right? Or something like that. That's what they're calling Rhea Sky or Rhea I don't know. I even have Rhea, whatever it is. I don't know how you
Giulia and Cara James.
So I can't say the nickname for them, but Rhea and Io have nicknames. Like they have a nickname for their tag team. I didn't even know this until tonight. And I looked on the on Twitter and I saw that. So, but shocker there. I don't know what they're doing, man. I have no idea. this match was okay. I like Rhea. I like Io, but I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know what the plan is, man.
It wasn't a bad match. I mean, I think we all knew that the champs are going to retain their titles tonight.
The question is, man, how long are they going to retain? Because I thought you were going to split them up. This is what I thought originally. Maybe they still will for a Mania match. Because Rhea versus Io could be a really good match, but then again, both of them are baby faces, so it wouldn't make sense. One of them would have to turn.
I do believe
it looks like it could be, I don't even know, some sort of possible, maybe a bunch of different teams, right? Oh wow, you're playing with the backgrounds again. I see that. Yeah. Well, if he plays with the backgrounds, I think maybe they will do some sort of ladder match at Mania with all like different teams, Charlotte, because I honestly thought Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, sorry about that. I messed up. It's going to be one-on-one. But now everyone's saying they're sticking together as a tag team. And, it's going to be, they're going to might be part of that ladder match that's rumored to happen. So.
Yeah. I did find the other day a leaked match card.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was just like a prediction match card. I don't think that's anything credible.
But I tell you what, some of the matches on there are I believe they're like they had CM Punk and
well, we know that that's a lock-in. I mean, even WWE confirmed that. Like, the Pat McAfee actually asked Punk about that from Radio Row on Monday when Punk joined them, by the way. So Punk was out, I guess, doing press. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. He was doing press. And I think it was the same day he met MJF. Remember, you said that they talked there. And I believe he was talking to Pat McAfee about that whole thing, about how it's a lock and how it's Roman Reigns and how he's going to retain against Roman. So, but yeah. I agree with some of those matches, though. If I saw the one you were looking at, some of the matches definitely make sense. Like My Family Tree versus the Wyatts, which very, very excited for.
Oh, you mean the same match they've been doing the last 3 weeks?
No.
So the same match. It's going to be the Insane Clown Posse's taking on the Wyatt. I got you. It's like we haven't seen this.
It's My Family Tree, honor their heritage, and they are the best faction on SmackDown currently.
Sure,
we'll go with that. Should have won tonight's main event.
We'll go with that.
He got robbed, by the way. Solo got robbed. I'll say it now.
Let's move on to the Miz and Carmelo Hayes. Before the match,
man. Are they doing this for the U.S. belt eventually, and the Miz was going to get another U.S. title? Because I think the Miz has held that belt like 6 times already in the past, and he doesn't.
Why do you think the Miz is going to win?
Well, remember, Mello said it's not for the belt. He goes, "You're never getting a shot at this belt." Blah, blah. So but yeah, that's I guess that's the story. Is they want Miz versus Mello, some kind of maybe stipulation at Mania?
So this was a non-title match between the U.S. champion Carmelo Hayes and the former partner, the Miz. Highly competitive match. It saw Carmelo Hayes reverse the Miz's skull flushing finale into a first 48 pin to get the 3 count.
Right. And like I said, Carmelo Hayes, what are we doing here? Is this going to lead to a bigger story? I thought the match was enjoyable. It's always fun to see Miz and, get, into matches on SmackDown. But this needs to be a clearer story here. Is this for the belt, or is this feud not going to be for the belt? Because I don't think Miz, deserves another title, honestly, man.
I wouldn't say I don't think he deserves it. I don't think he has a whole lot. I don't honestly think he has a whole lot more to go in his career.
Sorry, my mom was just telling me something. My bad, man. Yeah, go ahead. Saying.
No, I was just saying. I don't think he's going to be wrestling for too much longer. I think he has another good 3, maybe.
So, do you think Melo's going to retire the Miz? I thought Gunther is the career killer. What happened?
No, I think they're going to give the Miz one more title shot, and they're going to.
Hey, man, I'll be happy if Carmelo retires Miz. To be honest with you, man, I like Miz. I always loved Miz, but yeah, let's let somebody else do it besides Gunther. Can't be Gunther all the time.
Right. Let's talk about this triple threat match. Triple threat.
Actually,
qualifying match.
I believe right after that, I think you had some sort of segment with the Lash Legends and Nia Jax, right? Didn't that happen?
Yes, it did.
Had a backstage segment, that's important. They're a tag team too. They want those tag titles. Everybody wants those tag titles. Alexa and Charlotte, Lash and Nia, Giulia and the other girl from NXT. I forget her name because she's boring. Everyone wants the tags. And then after that, you have the Wyatts, drop a video saying that they're going after My Family Tree, which is just ridiculous because we already know My Family Tree stomped on them, obviously. I mean, My Family Tree won the tag titles. So, they're a little ridiculous there that, they, that he says that. But whatever, moving on. And now we go into the triple threat match with Tiffany, Lash with Nia, Chelsea Green with Alba Fire.
This was not a bad match.
It was fun, man. Tiffany had some great moves, man. It's good to see her back after 9 months injury, I think. It was a pretty long time she was out for, man.
Yeah. I was very
Lash Legends, did you know she had the most eliminations in the Women's Rumble match with 5?
I did see that.
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff, man. She's a future star on the on SmackDown, bro. Her, Tiffany, all of them, they're future women's division for sure.
So Tiffany picks up the win. This
Tiffany
was
time.
Yeah, this was so she has her spot in the Elimination Chamber match.
That's right. That's right. The other rumor is AJ Lee's gonna be in that match too.
Is she gonna qualify for it?
I hope so, but they haven't brought her back yet. So that's what makes it interesting. I hope it's a SmackDown match so we can cover it, honestly, man. I do hope it's they bring her back and they do a SmackDown qualifying match for her. I do hope.
Let's talk about this Kit Wilson guy. This is he's from
mean the washed up has been from the completely stupid, deadly pretty tag team they had this knockoff wannabe of Shawn Michaels. Yes. Let's talk about him for a minute. Absolutely.
He cuts a promo and invited a challenge from the locker room. And he shouldn't have done that because Oba Femi comes out and just crushes him.
What the hell's the deal, man? Is Oba was on Raw. Oba was in the Rumble. Then this man was on Raw. Now this man's on SmackDown. I texted you earlier, you didn't get back to me. I asked you, I said, what are they doing with Oba? Where is he going? It's driving me nuts. What show is he gonna be on? They're teasing both shows. Showing up on Mondays, then showing up on Fridays. Could he be a Brock Lesnar where he just does both shows?
I was gonna say you're not a big fan of that, huh?
I wouldn't care. But if he's gonna do the whole Brock thing, at least do it right.
Right.
Make sure you squash everybody like Brock did. Brock went to Raw. He smashed everybody, obviously. He went to SmackDown. He did the same thing. He squashed everybody. Oba has to do the same exact thing. If they're doing the Brock booking, I'm fine with it. It's just it has to be done well. Because they did this with Brock Lesnar already in the past. And that's why they call him the Beast Incarnate now. I might have said that last part wrong, but it doesn't matter. He's still, he's Brock freaking Lesnar. I mean, still. And that's the match everybody wants. Everybody wants Brock and Oba. That's the match everybody wants to see at Mania. Are they going to do that? I hope so. But I don't know. I don't know, if Brock could really go with Oba Femi. I have no idea.
So Oba Femi gets his first win on the blue brand. Then we move on to Shinsuke Nakamura and Tama Tonga, aka the Insane Clown Posse member.
No, wrong. My family treat was JC Mateo, by the way. You guys saying their names right.
So these guys.
By the way, before that, the two was in the same where Cody, where he was in the back and blah blah blah, blah blah blah, So yeah, so that happened as well. But yes, this match, this might be the best match of the night. Honestly, this was fantastic between these two guys. It lasted around 10 minutes, which is a perfect pace. And Shinsuke can go. And it's proven, wait, which one was this again? Tama Tonga can go. And I'm so glad he won. And my family tree is still the dominant faction on Smackdown. What?
They cheated.
The heels cheat. Deal with it.
They cheated. They didn't win fair.
Cheat. Deal with it. Heels cheat. You know this. Heels cheat. MJF cheats. Logan Paul cheats. Roman Reigns cheated when he was, the ruler of the bloodline or whatever the hell they called that. Heels do cheat to win. I don't know if it's gonna be whack. I have no idea. I'm excited for Pumpkin Roman. I really am, Charmin. I'll be honest with you. The Cody situation, kind of agree. The Cody situation with Drew and Jacob, them throwing Jacob in there, it is kind of whack. I'll agree with that. And I love Cody, big fan of Cody, but I think they're doing his booking wrong right now.
Let's talk about Liv Morgan coming out, cutting a promo that she's the best and smartest and the absolute greatest
Wasn't
superstar
that great?
of all time.
That was great.
No.
That was fantastic. She is Dynamite Television. Thank you, Enzo Amore. Please go check out his documentary coming out soon. I don't know when it's dropping, but he dropped the trailer for it last week. And fun fact, Enzo found Liv. I believe he was a waitress in the Hooters here in New Jersey. And now all of a sudden we have, it's going to be, she's now going to be, not headlining WrestleMania, but in the women's division, headlining WrestleMania.
Didn't they date?
So,
Didn't they date at one point?
Who, Enzo and Liv? Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. And then that turns into a match because Jade Cargill comes out and Jordan Grace comes out.
There we go.
And everybody's talking about challenging each other and it turns, and Nick Aldis makes the match right then. It's the Judgment Day taking on the two women. What do you think about this match?
Yeah, I like this match a lot, man, honestly. Like this this was a fun match. Man, it really was. I didn't think it was going to be, a match, but it was fun, I guess. It really didn't do too much for the story. It's announced next week that, I think Jade and Jordynne Grace for the title. Personally, the story just made no sense to me. It was a fun match, but the story it's not jiving for me, man. It's not doing it for me.
That's
But Liv is great though. I'm not gonna lie. Liv's fantastic.
That's what the best. They do it the best. They give us the BS matches and they don't make sense.
Yeah. It sucks, man. It just, like I said, man, it's just, Smackdown's not it right now, man. I want it to be. I always look forward to watching the show, and there's a couple things cook, and then other things, no, it's too predictable, man. It's too predictable.
After this, was there a promo after this or no?
Yes, there was.
There
was Sami Zayn recapping, my man. Then we see Sammy in the back, and he's all upset. Everyone's trying to help him, get his hopes up again. And then his boy Ray Phoenix comes up to him and says, hey, you can do better, and blah, blah, blah. We look up to you. You're a locker room leader, and blah, blah, blah. And then Trick Williams saying, yeah, you can't do anything. I'm Michael Jordan. You're Charles Barkley. Get out of here. I'm going to go now. And he walks off.
Well, hold on. Didn't Ray Phoenix challenge him to a match that's going to happen next week?
I think so, yeah. That also happened too.
We go to the main event as the Lemon Pepper Stepper, Trick Williams, that trick.
Before that happened, they recapped Roman and Rhea Reigns' segment before, and I don't know if you saw it on Monday. I don't know if you watched the Raw, but they recapped, and it is official. Rhea Roman Reigns will be taking on CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Then it goes back to, Jordynne Grace and Jordynne Grace and Jade, and all this says that Grace gets the title shot next week. So there you go. Then Drew, I don't know if you missed this part, but Drew McIntyre,
I saw this
part. Then on the announce table, and he says that, first and Cody and Fatu should be disqualified from their matches because of the horrendous attack they had on the champion, which is Drew McIntyre. He also called out Rhea Reigns, or Roman Reigns, if you will, for saying that, he, is the easy way out. Well, he knows that Roman can't step in the ring with the, what did he say, 200-something pound or 300-something pound Scottish Warrior? I don't know. But yeah, Drew had cut a really good promo, 280 pounds. I was right. Now Drew did actually, also, about, the whole thing. Trick Williams interrupts him, right? And Trick Williams says, that he is going to be main event and he will get the WrestleMania title from Drew, or the Undisputed title from Drew. So that did happen. That was a big thing, by the way, that Drew got a fire promo. As always, he's a great champion on the mic. And yeah, he got a great promo.
Now we go into the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Solo Sikoa taking on Randy Orton, taking on Aleister Black. What was your thoughts on this?
Actually, before this happened, fun fact, Solo was looking for his boys backstage, the My Family Tree faction. They were nowhere to be found. So are they splitting up My Favorite Faction on SmackDown? Maybe. I don't know.
Why do you think they
Hope
disappeared?
not, but you know, they were not there when Solo went out for this match.
Why do you think so?
Also, what?
Why do you think so?
What do you mean? Why I think they're splitting
Why
them
do you
up?
think they're why are you splitting them up?
Because they were nowhere to be found when Solo needed them. Usually Solo calls on them. They're usually there. They weren't there this time. That's definitely making me question everything. As a my family tree expert and with my expertise of my favorite faction on the Smackdown brand, I have to say that this definitely concerns me. But they still have the tag belts, and I shouldn't be too concerned because if the rumors are true, they're going to feud with the Wyatts anyway, Mania. So, you know, Solo and Howdy will have their own little match, I think, for the Lantern. So,
Right.
that's the rumor. That's the rumor going on. Those are the rumors. Remember, man, I've been reading everything all week. It's been a crazy week. I even told, you know, Chris in the chat, I said it's been a crazy news week. I didn't even know how to cut it down to 6 stories this week. It was crazy. But yeah, Trick went to ringside for this match. He was sitting there watching all the action. What do you think about that, man?
Interesting. I mean, is Trick gonna be in the Elimination Chamber, you think?
I hope so. For the booking's sake, I hope so, yeah. I think he deserves a spot. I think he could do some pretty crazy stuff inside the Elimination Chamber, so I don't see why not. But they got to have an even amount of SmackDown and Raw stars. So now we got to see on Monday who qualifies on the Raw side because we got to get our first Raw superstar in there.
Right.
But no,
okay,
I would like Trick to be in there. I mean, Trick said he's going after Drew, so...
All right. Let's talk about this match here. This
what a
triple threat match.
What a match. Solo Sikoa dominated almost the entire match. Fantastic performance from Solo. Can't believe he lost. Anyway, you continue now.
Boy, you're a big fan of this My Family Tree, huh?
More like an expert on them. I've watched YouTube videos. I've rewatched their promos. Yeah. You know, I was even thinking about meeting Solo if I go to Fanatics Fest. You know, I think they announced him, so I might, you know, go and meet him. Yeah.
I'm very disappointed in how they picked Randy Orton, but he really didn't look that great tonight.
I text you at the end of the show. I said, Randy looks beat up. I said, Randy looks hurt bad with his back. Those moves that Solo was doing, those power bombs and all that other stuff Solo was doing to him. Oh, yeah. Solo should have clearly won this match. I don't know why they picked Randy. It makes no sense. He's beat up. He showed it at the end. Like, dude, he was like, you know, he was breathing heavily with his back, like with his eyes closed. If you go back and watch the stream, I was watching, he was definitely hurting. His back was hurting. And remember, he just came back from back surgery. So
yeah, I don't understand I don't understand the whole why they're pushing Randy.
And Aleister Black's booking, bro. I hate it so much. He goes back to WWE to follow Selena Vega's footsteps because she wants him back. And they've done nothing with him since. Why?
Well, I honestly I think bringing him back was a waste of time.
It was. It has been. Dude, the House of freaking Black over in AEW, you and I both know was bigger than what they're doing with him right now at SmackDown. He's a clown. I hate to say it. He's a clown.
Yep. He sure is. They're treating him like he has no business being in WWE.
Exactly. And it's crazy because Blake Monroe, super huge superstar on NXT. They brought Cody Rhodes back. They gave Cody the championship twice. CM Punk comes in. He's world heavyweight fucking champion. I mean, this is insane. They're treating him like shit. And when in reality, he should be a big star. Like, do some sort of faction. Make AJ resign and make them do the faction that Cross, Scarlett, and AJ were going to do years ago. By the way, that might happen in AEW. There's a rumor going around that AJ Styles might bring Cross and Scarlett, and they might do that faction in AEW, the counter WWE.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is our SmackDown review this week. Randy Orton is the first member to be into the Elimination Chamber. What would you give?
I'm not that excited for this, man.
What would you give SmackDown rating tonight?
I don't know. A C+ at best. I mean, there was 2 good matches tonight: Shinsuke and Tama Tonga, and I guess the other match was, I guess it was the main event, but even if, I still like the Tiffany match, but yeah, I'm going to go with like a C+, man. I wasn't feeling it.
Well, guys, make sure you check out my show every Saturday morning. It's the Saturday morning movie review show. This week we are doing The Housemaid tomorrow morning, so check that out as well. And you can always find me also. I've been doing AEW lately, so you never know if you're going to find me on another episode of AEW or not. I've done it 2 weeks in a row now.
I saw that. That was a good show. You, Katie, and Bobby. That was fun. Yeah.
Also check out the other shows. We got the Raw, the Rated R review show with Stephen Willem Beeman and the executive consultant. We also got NXT review on Tuesday nights with the Wrestling Doll and your favorite guy.
Grand Slam Pooba. Wanted me to make sure I said his name right. Not Pumbaa, Pooba. That's what he made sure we practiced this actually before and after NXT shows when we did them. No, yeah, they're awesome over there. Go check them out. Yeah, they're great. Great duo over there.
Is there anything else you want to add before we take off here?
No, yeah, catch us next week. Oh, programming alerts. We need a sirens button. You need your soundboard back. But anyway, Sci-Fi will have SmackDown for the next couple of weeks because of the Winter Olympics. And go Team USA, man. Let's go. Yeah. Woo! Hockey. That's all I care about. All I care about is the US hockey. It's
When is that? When does that first start?
Well, the women's had their first match last night on Thursday, which they won. So I'm happy about that. And I think the men's first match, I think, is against Finland tomorrow, I think.
Check your local listings for that.
Exciting, by the way. Exciting for that. But check your local listings for SmackDown next week, where Jordan Grace will fight Jade Cargill for the women's title.
Yeah, that should be exciting.
It should be a good match.
Let's get out of here. I'm tired as hell, and hopefully next week I'm gonna be I'm gonna take an energy drink next week.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. See you later.